Hey everyone, Paul Krauss here, just coming to you with a few thoughts. There was something I was thinking about today with the concept of entropy. And it's a thermodynamic principle, and that whole part I don't totally understand, but the other part is about chaos and gradual decline. Things come together and eventually entropy happens and things kind of fall apart and dissipate. And I know there's a whole concept in physics, you can probably look it up on one of those YouTube shows about science that you can learn about, but it's something you see in life. Groups form, groups break apart. Businesses form, this model of business continues, and then something happens and it changes. One of the revolutions in my life was when the internet was invented and became available for mainstream use, and also computers. My entire life changed in ways I could never have imagined. Well, right now, the world is going through another big change as the entire world is being affected in a different way, both with physical illness and also economic changes that are inevitable to occur afterwards. So one of the things I was thinking about is a lot of times in these times people panic and they get afraid and they get angry and frustrated and want to go back to the way things were. And we want to hang on to this nostalgia of the past. And I was thinking the other day about how I've talked to a few people who feel that since this crisis has occurred, it seems like time has slowed down and that they can't even imagine how things were so different just a few weeks ago. So I guess this brings me to another point. We have to learn to pivot, and we have to learn to take some time instead of kind of frantically trying to hang on to our old role and the way things were. Take some time, do some breathing, take a walk if you can, write down on paper, put your phone away, put the computer away, take some paper and a pen or a pencil, and write down what are some challenging things or some new ideas that you're thinking of. How could you pivot your role? How could you contribute to society or humanity in a different way? Short term or long term? Just brainstorm. We can turn this, what we might perceive as a threat, into an opportunity, because a lot of times we're threatened by change. People don't like change, but the reality is that the planet has always been changing. There's been, if you look into anthropology, there's millions of years of different change. Geologically, it just happens slowly, but as a person, our lifespans are shorter, around 80 to 100 years, if we're lucky, and things happen even more quickly in terms of our lives. So we have to think about that. One of the constants of life is change. So how can we take a few minutes out of your day or out of your weekend and think about how can I pivot and change what I'm doing, because things are radically changing right now, and it's an opportunity for us to imagine our life into a new way. Even if we don't know how to get there yet, just start imagining what you would want your life to be like, and then see what emerges from this practically and start putting that into some structure in your daily life. And if you have no structure right now, I encourage you to try to just put a little bit of structure in so that you can take some time to make sure you're taking care of your mental health, your physical health, trying to eat right, staying social in any way you can, and yeah, anything else. There's so many self-help blogs and books. I have a bunch of podcasts. I have the Intentional Clinician podcast. That's my podcast. You can look that up on any of the podcast platforms. You can get more of my health blogs at healthforlifegr.com. That's healthforlifegr.com. Those links will be in this video. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you are safe and well out there.